despite everything that's going on right now in the NBA, what makes you just still a true fan of it all? You know,
I mean, like,
true fan of the sport.
uh, just as a kid. As a kid, my dad got me into it. I started going to my first Mets game at Shea Stadium back in like 2000, maybe like 1999 or 98. And then he got me going to the Jets game later on. And I just love, you know, it's a guy sport. When guys want to beat the crap out of each other, it gets the adrenaline and the competitiveness
Yeah.
in. And I've always loved playing a sport because I'm gonna beat the crap out of someone sometimes. So it's like it's very entertaining.
So it didn't matter what sport it was for the most part.
Well, I'm very more into football and basketball than any other sport. Baseball, I'll be a fan of, but playing wise, more football and basketball though.
What moments reminds you of the first time you fell in love with basketball?
Uh, Honestly, I didn't fall in love with basketball first. It was actually football.
Yeah.
Football wise, I would say when I first started watching when I was like 7 years old, 6 years old, and I was watching Landanian Tomlinson. He used to play for the San Diego Chargers. Now it's the LA Chargers, and it's just how he moved on the field, how he ran over people, how quick he was, and just by how entertaining it was to watch, I started to fall in love with sport. Now, for basketball, you're gonna think this is pretty funny because at the time I thought the New Jersey Nets were in New York. Cause I randomly watched it randomly. I was like, "Oh, Nets, they in New York," and I realized that they were in New Jersey. I'm like, "Wait, I'm not supporting them. I live in New York."
Mm-hmm.
Then I started watching the Knicks, and I started liking basketball. I was like, all right, I'm a Knicks fan. Nate Robinson, Jamal Crawford, David Lee. I'm like, all right, like this. And then when Amari Stoudemire came onto the team, and then Carmelo Anthony came, that's when I fell in love because I'm like, all right, that's what I'm talking about.
But what about the why?
We don't suck, but we ended up stinking. So I mean, not stink, but we did good, but we didn't win a chip at all. But we made the playoffs a couple of times. So.